I've been talking to nobody. Hello, hello, everyone. This is Jen with Jen's Jen Art, and it is pajama party time tonight. Did you do this? No, I'm just going to use this one here.
Anybody
that's what
on?
I'm going to do. Not yet. We took our baths early. We are inside. You can see behind me. Turn the light on back there, Luke, so they can see our painting, our fireplace. It's not lit tonight, of course, because it's like 90 degrees outside. So we don't have the fireplace lit, but we are having a nice little coffee night chat. Michael is fixing the coffee as I speak. And we are in our living dining area right here. Hello, hello. Hi, Cindy and Tracy and Lynn. Do y'all have oops, sorry. Do y'all have y'all pajamas on? Look, I have my pajamas on already. Got them on, got the slippers and everything. It's one of those days where you get ready for bed early and you just have fun painting and chatting and spending the rest of a Sunday evening in a quiet, calm atmosphere where I don't know, we just have fun. We just have fun and we paint. So if y'all remember over the last couple of paintings that I have been doing, I'm going to see if I can find my my picture. There it is. Somebody's come and visit me, y'all. She's coming. Watch. She's coming. She's about to walk on top of my my stuff. Nope, she went the other way. It's Sugar. So if y'all remember, we painted this. I actually painted this twice with y'all because the first time the video was so bad. Hey, Miss Doris from Georgia and Miss Terry and Elizabeth, get your jammies on, and Miss Joyce. Tell us if you have your jammies on because I'm already in my jammies. And we painted this on a canvas using mostly paintbrushes. But what we're going to do tonight is we are going to change the colors and we're going to use a palette knife. And so we're going to have some fun tonight. I have a 10 by 10. Let me see if I have the original photo. I do not think I do. I didn't download it. What you doing?
Playing Sugar.
No, this is all the paintings. It's not the original photo. But it's still good. It's still good to look at. And I'm going to bring this down a little bit so y'all can see a little bit more. We're going to use a palette knife tonight. And we're going to change it up. And we're going to change the colors. And I am thinking, let's see if I can get y'all nice and organized here. I know it's kind of late for coffee. Do y'all kind of think the same thing? Like it's kind of late for coffee, but we're just going to do it anyway. Hello, Miss Joyce and Miss Doris. Doris has her PJs on. Teresa has her PJs on. Yay! We love jammies. We love jammies. They're so much fun. Okay, so Michael says hello. He is in the background listening and joining us. And I'm gonna just show my face for just a minute here. Okay, so this is my palette knife stash. Don't judge, okay? Don't judge. A lot of these are the same palette knives over and over, but some of them are very unique. So most of them are just, you know, regular palette knives like this. And then this is a really unique one. What's wrong? This is a really unique one. It has a really pointed tip on the end of it. And so I also have some plastic ones. These are like very, very bendable. I like those a lot. This is one of the ones I wanted to grab for tonight. Do y'all see how this has a rounded edge right there? That's a really good palette knife for pumpkins. Let me see if I can find. Here's another one I have. It's just a little bit smaller. It's about the same. There's another one that I have in here that's really good for pumpkins. I'm almost there. Sorry for all the noise. I might need that one. Where is it? Where is it? It's got a little bitty circle on the end of it. Oh, please tell me my palette knife is in here. No? Hang on, y'all. I threw all my palette knives in here. You think? Okay, this is one of them. It's got a big round piece on the end of it. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, so this is the other one I'm looking for. Y'all see how it's just round? Okay, it's like a little circle on the end of it. We've had this conversation before, and it's a difficult palette knife to find unless you go to like a specialty store. We're gonna have to do some research again to find where the link is for this palette knife. So these are really good palette knives that I like to use to make pumpkins. All right, things like this. Depending on the size, if I'm making really big pumpkins, I'm gonna use something like this. If I'm making smaller pumpkins, like when I do my little shelf sitters, like I call this, let me grab this real quick. I call this my shelf sitters, these little 5x5s. And when I'm making pumpkins on here, I make some small ones. So that is what, that's the ones that I think I'm going to use. And I have some sponges. I keep my sponges in here as well. And just a lot of, as you can tell, like here's one that I never even opened yet. It's just a palette knife, and it's still in the container. And I have no idea what this is doing in here. It's just some ribbon. So don't judge me. All right, we're gonna take these palette knives out. We're gonna do a palette knife painting tonight. And I am going to repaint this, but I want y'all to help me think about it. I do love the green and orange. I really do love the green and orange, but I would like to try to do some different pumpkins, like maybe some whites and blues, or like maybe, what am I thinking? Like navy and yellow. I don't know. Y'all help me think. Like, what would be a good combination? I really love the green and orange. Don't get me wrong. But wouldn't y'all like to try something a little bit different? What do y'all think? Hello, Miss Diana. Oh, Cindy. Cindy, you probably saved the link. See, this is why I hire Cindy to help me. She probably saved the link and put it in a spreadsheet, and she's going to go find it and give it to y'all.
No pressure.
That's what Cindy does for me.
No pressure.
Is she not the best helper ever? I might be calling her out. She might be like, oh crap, I don't have it. You know we still love you, Cindy. Yes, try something different. Lynn says she has it in a message too. See? That's why I have Lynn helping us too, y'all. You see, I know how to pick my people. No pressure, Cindy. Yes, Michael, I can see your name perfectly in StreamYard. So yay for that. Blues and creams. That's a good idea. I love navy blue and like kind of like a mustardy color maybe. Joyce says she loves my laugh. That's my very calm laugh, believe me. Only in Jen's Zen Art. Yeah, y'all are so right. Okay, so we are going to, let me look at the colors that I have here. We are going to try, we're still going to have the green leaves. The pumpkins are going to be more on the blue side. We're going to go with more on some blue pumpkins and maybe white. So blue and white pumpkins. The flowers, we're going to do more of like a cream yellowy flower. And then the background would need to be, if I'm going with blues, I'm going to try to stay more on the navy. So the background with the blues. What y'all get your color wheel out. What's opposite blue on the color wheel? Do y'all know? Because we like to use the color wheel to help us decide what our colors are going to be for our background, because we know that contrasting colors work really well together. So what's opposite blue? What's opposite like a really dark navy blue on the color wheel? Anybody know? I know. I'm just trying to see if y'all know. Hey, Kelly says orange, orange, and yellow. Yeah, it's kind of actually like a orangey yellow. So guess what we're gonna do? We are gonna start. I'm gonna take a large palette knife. Okay. Let me see what I have. I have like a big box. I'm gonna have to show y'all so y'all see what I'm dealing with, because uh-oh, let me get y'all back on this. I don't know why this hang on one sec. It started doing this to me the other day and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like too much energy or something, too much power going through. It just like cuts off.
It does that in the shop?
Yeah, it did it. It's the phone. I think it's the phone because the phone is old.
It's the older phone.
Yeah.
You trade that in and get another one.
Yeah. So look, this is what I'm dealing with here. This is my box. Okay. So I have some golds. Here's a pretty color. This is a yellow ochre. Can y'all see that? Oops, I lost y'all. Yellow ochre. Yellow ochre. There we are. Okay, so we have a yellow ochre. Let me put this down. Am I still in the right? No, I'm not. Now I'm in a different angle. Let's see if I turn it. Sorry, y'all.
Anything I can do?
I'm just trying to need to go higher.
You
All
want-
of a sudden it changed the view and everything when the phone went off.
You want to go higher?
I think I got it. That's good. A little bit higher.
You want me to go higher?
A little bit higher. A couple of inches. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all see my coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee time. All right, so I know it's kind of late for coffee, but that's okay. I really like this color. We're gonna add some white to it. All right.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's not gonna work. It's pulling. All right, that might work.
Too high?
Nope, that's good.
Hang in there, Mama.
All right, so we are going to put some yellow ochre on here. And we're gonna put some white. Let's get some white. White, white, white. Here's my white. It's still cutting off some of the bottom of the.
So it needs to go higher.
Yeah, but we can't because of this. So I'll just leave it like that.
Can we
Let's get
shorten the
some
picture a little
white.
bit? Pinch it.
And I'm gonna mix these two colors together. Like that. See how pretty that is? And it's really, really like, it's really nice and flowy. Look how pretty that is. So we're gonna use this as our background back here. And we're only gonna use a palette knife tonight. We are not using a paintbrush, so get ready. This is gonna be fun. You'll see I'm mixing. Mixing, mixing. Let me move this pen out the way. It might help. So tell us what your week is going to be like, y'all. What's going on? What you cooking for dinner? Or what did you have for dinner? I want to know what's going on in your lives. You still can't find it? Anyone else in their jammies? Curry? We all in our jammies. You late to the party. Can't unplug it. I think I can fix it on here. I have the Camo app on my computer. Here it is. Oh, let me see. The Camo app will not come up. I mean, I see it behind this man's face, but all right. So let's just keep on going. It's going to be fine. All right. So I'm trying to keep it really thin because I'm working on a 10 by 10, by the way, if y'all were not aware. And I'm trying to keep it really thin because I have to put a lot of layers. So this is going to be the beginning of my background. Okay. Palette knife fun. Gotta love it. I'm going to add just a little bit more white on the edges right here. And y'all see how I hold the palette knife? I don't hold the palette knife all the way over here and be like, oh, let me do this. I grab it like on the metal right here. I grab it all the way down at the bottom, and it helps me have more control over what I'm doing. Now, everybody's going to be different. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm just giving you some ideas. If you struggle with the palette knife, that's just something that might help you. Because the closer you hold it to the end, the more control you're going to have over it. Okay? And sometimes I even hold it all the way right here just to get the little tip of the palette knife on something, you know? So I'm trying to catch up on your comments there. Michael left me hanging high and dry. I don't know where he went. He's not checking my comments. I'm trying not to get too much on my table because I don't have anything. I was wondering if you were checking the comments.
No, someone changed the password to Facebook 9 hours ago, and I can't get in.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know who did that.
You can't get it on your phone? It's not on there either. You can bring it over here. I'll show you. I can
Facebook?
get you on. Yeah. Which one are you in? Ginger Liqueur or Michael Ginger Liqueur?
Ginger0911 at Gmail. Hey, this one I always get on.
Yeah.
This one. Just 10.
I wrote it down. Where's those? Give me those papers right there. See at the top? I see it right there. All right. So let's see what else we have going on. Michael better watch out, Curry says. Get on him, Curry. The good thing about acrylics, y'all, this comes off really easy, so I'm not really worried about it. Okay. So, all right. So let's see what we're going to do next. Let's look at our little photo again and see what we're going to do. All right. So there we are. We're looking at where we're going with this. I am going to continue on the bottom part. Just a little bit of the bottom, and then, you know what? No, I'm going to change my mind because I have to do the pumpkins first before I do all of the greenery at the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to start with this back pumpkin right here, and then I'm going to go to this one here, and then I'm going to go, well, no, I'm going to do the 2 back pumpkins first, and then the 1 pumpkin in the front. So let me explain to you why I'm doing that. Because I always want to work, toward from the back to the front so that I can layer things on top of each other And as I layer things on top of each other, the things that are the closest to me are the things that I want to do last. The bird's going to be last. I'm not going to touch him for a good while. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 pumpkins that are in the back. And then this pumpkin here is a little bit closer up to the front. And then all of the greenery and the flowers are in front of that. So then I'm going to do that next. So let's go ahead and start with, let me get some, we said we wanted to do like a blue. And I'm looking for the blues I have. This is a blue I have in my stash. Y'all, this is all like my extra little bottles of paint really that I have in here. So what's wrong? We're on Jen's Den Art.
Paid monthly drive?
Nope,
Oh,
we
no.
are not.
No.
We are to the public
We are to the public.
on Jen's Den Art.
Jen's
He'll figure it out, y'all, I promise. Tracy, there was a look. You know there was a look, don't you? Okay, so I put some blue on my let's see. Let me know when you find us. And then I'm gonna add some black because that blue is not the blue I want. I want more of a like a muted blue. And I'm gonna grab a palette knife to do some mixing. Ooh, that's a lot of black. You'll see how much black I put in there? I might have messed that up. Let's see. Oh no, look how pretty that is underneath. Can y'all see that color? Look at that, how pretty. Okay, we're gonna add some white. Y'all can't see it, can you? Look at that. Oh, that makes me happy. Look at that. Okay, so look at that color. That just makes, that's a yummy color. Just want y'all to know that makes me happy. Love color. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Okay, so you see those 2 colors next to each other, how pretty they are? Ooh, it's gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited. All right, so I'm gonna clean my palette knife off. Let me talk to y'all about the colors I just made. The color I made, I used what's called Brilliant Blue. It's just a little artist's loft. I took a dab of that and then took a dab of black and then I took some white and I just mixed them together. And that is what I came out with. So I am going to grab my palette knife, this one. Okay, you'll see that one? And watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn it upside down and I'm going to take this paint on the back side of this palette knife. Okay. See how pretty that is? I'm going to take that paint on the back side, just about like that. You can kind of see how much I have. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make kind of like a heart with that paint. Look at that, how pretty. You there, boo?
No.
Jen's Den Art?
Oh, Jen's Den Art. Oh. I was going to Jen's Den Art. I was. I promise. Why did you?
I'm so confused. Were you looking at another hunting video? Is that what you were doing? All right. Trying to get this little baby like I want it. Okay. I'm not real worried about the bottom here because I know that a lot of that's going to be covered up with greenery, but I really like that color. It's a little bit bright and dark, so I'm going to try to calm it down with just a little bit of white. I don't have any more white on my palette, but I am going to try to calm it down just a little bit more. Let me put some more white on here. I don't want it quite so dark. It's making me a little bit nervous.
Now I see the picture is the end of the Apple cord, Apple iPhone cord.
Oh, okay, it went out again. Hang on 1 second. Let me fix it again. I think my iPhone, it's an old iPhone, and I think my iPhone is not handling me very well on this.
Maybe if you take the picture off of you and just concentrate on one camera, or does that make
I
a difference?
No, that's not going to be the problem. Okay, so there we are again. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm going to have to try a new device with that when I get it ready. Yep, that's what I need you for. So you keep me updated like that, baby.
That's
Gotcha.
what I'm here for, baby. Keep you updated.
Okay, thank you. Because I lose track of what I'm doing, and the next thing I know, y'all can't see what I'm doing. And oh, God bless you. I'm so sorry, y'all. Did that scare y'all? It scared me. Michael's laughing at me.
There's 71 people on right now.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Joyce put a heart, and I don't know why, but it makes me feel good.
So y'all know that the tribe is open right now, right?
Thank you, Michael.
I'm going to take my face out of the camera for just a little while so y'all can just concentrate on this and not me. All right. We're going to go with a white pumpkin right here. I'm doing the same thing. I'm adding a bunch of white. And I'm making like a heart. See how cool that paintbrush is? I mean, that palette knife is? What you laughing at, babe?
I thought that was Stella barking.
Y'all, when Michael sneezes like that, our cat goes, starts growling. Sugar does not like when Michael sneezes.
But she loves it.
It did sound like Stella barking. I have a little piece of something in here that I have to get out. Okay, I'm gonna add a teeny bit of yellow. Oh no, don't do what I just did. Actually, it kind of looks halfway decent, but not really. Don't do what I just did. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. And look, here's the best thing about a palette knife, y'all. If you don't like it, just press a little harder and take some of it off. Just press and take some of it off. See? I just kind of took that off. And I'm wiping it with my paper towel to get all of that paint off of there. Okay, so that's 2 pumpkins. I'm going to do a 3rd pumpkin. And I think I'm going to do should I do an orange? I think I'm going to do an orange pumpkin. But I'm going to keep it on the mustard side. Does that make sense? Mustardy orange. Let's see if I can make that color. Kind of like a gold.
Did you use the same palette knife for the blue pumpkin?
Yes, I did. Okay, that is not a color. Is it kind of mustardy? Yes, I'm using the same palette knife, y'all. I have not switched them out. Let me see. I'm going to grab some of this white and see what I can come up with right here. I'm using yellow ochre, a little bit of orange, and I'm going to Ooh, that's a pretty color, actually. I'm going to make this pumpkin just a little bit. You see how I'm holding the palette knife? I'm like, it's almost flat. I think I might just use the yellow ochre in its strongest capacity, like just yellow ochre. You know what else would be pretty? A bright gold would be pretty. Let's try this. Let's try just a little bit like a darker yellow ochre. Okay, that's really pretty. I like that. I like those three colors. All right, I'm going to clean my palette knife off with a paper towel. This one's going to be fun, y'all, because I have no idea what it's going to look like in the end. And that's always fun to me, to do stuff like this. All right, next colors is going to be some greens. Now, we have to make sure that our greens that we use, I don't even hardly have any greens in here. Okay, I have a sap green, which is a really, really dark. Y'all see how dark that is? Nope, y'all can't see that. Hang on. Let me bring it in the camera. Yep.
Could do the leaves part in burgundy or another fall color.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty too. Okay. So, I'm going to do a little bit of green, and then maybe we can do some burgundy. I don't know. Yeah, I know what we can do. We can do like some burgundy, you know, like those little berries or something. That would be cool.
And that statement was about Marianne.
Oh, Miss Marianne, I love that idea. Thank you for that suggestion. Okay, I am going to, I'm going to make two different colors for the green. I'm going to keep the green, and I'm going to start using a different palette knife. I'm going to use this one and this one. Okay, it's got a smaller tip on the end of it. So these two, and then also that one. See the tips, how they're just a little bit smaller? All right, so I think I'm going to start with the bigger one first. I'm going to make two different color greens. I'm going to mix this is gray right here. I'm going to make a gray. It's black and white, and I'm just mixing it together. And then I'm going to grab some of this green, and I'm going to bring it in there. See that, how pretty? Okay, still not quite green enough. I'm going to grab a little bit more. So not only am I using the palette knife to paint with, to create my piece, but I'm also using it to mix my colors together, which I use almost every time I mix colors anyway. So, all right, so I have two different greens with the same green. I have this true strong sap green, which is a beautiful, beautiful, y'all see, I have some little pieces of something in there. Oh, I'm getting in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful dark green. And then I also have this muted green.
Which brand is the sap green, please?
Golden Sap Green Hue is what it's called. Do y'all see that? It's a golden brand. Okay, so I'm gonna start by filling in, oh, that color makes me so happy. I'm gonna start by just kind of filling in a lot of this area. And I'm just gonna kind of mix those two colors because I don't want the whole thing to just be just white behind it. You know, I want to have some kind of nice, dark, pretty green colors back there, like way back there, you know, almost like I guess maybe like a forest or something back there. These colors are so pretty, and they're very fall-y. So
Very fall.
like fall theme, you know what I mean? I guess fall-y is not a word, is it? Or it is a word in Gen Z in our tribe. I'm just playing. Okay, he says. Okay, he says. It's the coffee, I promise. Makes me very hyper. Okay, so I think that's a good, I need to bring my piece just a little bit so y'all can see the bottom. Let me just do this. All right, there we go. I'm gonna start using, now notice I'm gonna start holding it closer to the end because I'm more strategic about what I'm doing. I'm putting some little, like, little leaves kind of in certain places. And I'm gonna grab a little bit of the yellow and bring a little bit of that yellow in there as well. And just kind
Are
of,
you using the edge of your palette brush?
yes,
Palette knife?
all the way to the edge. Was that a question?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
From Joyce.
Yes, Miss Joyce, I am. I'm just touching the tip. See, like that? And I'm just making some little, and I'm going to show you my palette. This is what I'm doing. Okay, you see all the different colors I have? I have some whites right here. I have some yellows over here. I have greens and I have lighter greens. So I'm taking my palette knife and I'm scraping a little bit of the white. And then I'm coming over here and I'm scraping a little bit of the green. And then I'm coming down here and I'm just adding it in a few little spots. And then I'll go back in and I scrape. I'm running out of paint. I have to put some more paint. And I scrape like 2 other colors together. And then I come back down here. And then I just touch.
Great, Diane. Thank you.
Say that again.
Diane says, to our new members, Hobby Lobby has paint on sale every 2 weeks. Another sister will have to tell you what week they are on, and Michael's has paint on a lot as well, sale a lot as well.
Very, very good information.
And Marianne says it should be this coming week for Hobby Lobby.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That
awesome.
doesn't
You're right.
mean- that
You're
doesn't
right.
mean to go or anything.
No, I'm trying to remember because we went 2 weeks ago and it was on sale, right? I think I always forget. I just chance it because I always forget. Okay, so I need a little bit more paint on my palette. So I'm grabbing some more. Oops, that's way too much. I'm grabbing some more sap green and some white. I feel like those 2 colors are gonna do me some good. And I think I'm gonna make a few larger leaves. You see how all my leaves are kind of small? I'm gonna start making some larger ones. Are you okay, babe?
Yeah, why?
Could you put your head down?
Oh, no, I rubbed my eye.
Oh,
And instead of moving my hand to my eye, I moved my head to my hand.
gotcha. You don't want to paint with me tonight or one night?
So Joyce says, could you blend some blue with the green?
Yes, absolutely. You can. That would look good. I'm gonna make some bigger leaves. I might do that in just a minute, Miss Joyce.
Apple charger.
Oh, it went out again. Sorry, y'all. Yeah.
ASAP.
My poor phone is I can feel it. My phone is extremely hot. So maybe, no. Maybe I just have like too much, you know, too much going on with the phone, and it's getting overheated. It might be why it keeps on going off. Look what just happened. The screen is like much bigger now. Did y'all see that? You see how much bigger it is now?
Amy said you got one of the stars for that.
Oh. Can y'all still see me? Yeah.
Tracy
Okay.
says it's okay. It's like a commercial.
Let's see. We're gonna make some bigger leaves. If we don't, it's gonna get too busy. So we're gonna add some bigger leaves in some areas. Let me even come up here. I'm gonna add one. I'm just making kind of like some egg-shaped ovals for these bigger leaves. See that? Messy is my middle name when it comes to painting with a palette knife. And notice that I'm adding some white to these leaves because I'm trying to get them to stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to come in here.
Amy, thank you for those stars.
For us to buy a new phone.
Yep, he's helping us out.
Y'all are hilarious. Okay, I just added some of my blue that I have on my palette. And I'm going to bring, ooh, look at that. Who said that? Miss Judy? Was that you that said add some blue to it?
Oh, yeah. Or did I?
I thought you did.
I did.
Add some blue. Look at the blue. How pretty. That looks good.
Nadine sent 200 stars.
Yeah.
Someone else sent 50 stars earlier. I didn't even say anything.
Y'all are
Judy
amazing.
Zeppa sent 50 stars.
Thank y'all so much. Let's have a star party. Woohoo!
It said activate a
Star party.
What is it?
The star party is when you get like a bunch of stars at the same time or something, or like within your live, and then all of a sudden, like a bunch of like confetti starts going off on the Facebook Live.
Joyce, thank you.
Y'all are so sweet. I actually had it happen once before. That was it. But yeah, it was fun. Okay, so this is the mess that I have so far, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's a little crazy, but we're gonna calm it down. I just might have to let it dry a little bit. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of this yellow ochre down here for some fun. Because remember, we're gonna add some flowers on top of this. So let me get my paper towel. Clean off my palette knife. And hey, Stella Bella, what you doing, baby? Y'all hear Stella? Stella's come and see what we're doing. All right, we need some burnt umber. Let's get that burnt umber going for the tops of our pumpkins. Let me find me some burnt umber. Okay, I found this little container, this little thing of burnt umber. So I'm going to put some of that on my...
Lori sent 200 stars.
Y'all are too sweet.
I don't know what that means, but we're about 40% done on the stars.
All right, I'm going to take this burnt umber. See how pretty it is? Beautiful brown color. And I'm using a smaller palette knife. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make my stems.
Stella drinking water.
Y'all hear that? That's Stella. Did somebody say something?
No.
Y'all hear that? Stella came inside and needed some water. Okay, so that's going to be one stem. Let me go in the same direction with another stem. And just kind of add some of that to the edges, kind of let it kind of trickle into the pumpkin. Let's make that one go this way. Can they see okay?
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful painting.
It's coming out pretty good, huh?
I
I love the colors.
I love the hard texture look.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's going to be even better once it dries. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, magic.
Okay, I'm making a really light with yellow ochre and white, like a really light yellow.
Are
Talk
you
louder,
mixing
baby.
the paint colors on a piece of glass or paper?
Paper. This is that that palette paper that I showed y'all I've used before. It says paper palette, and I just throw it away afterwards. Okay, let me put a little bit more white. I started using that lately because I've been coming in the house at night to paint, and because my studio is outside. Well, it's not outside. It's just you have to walk outside to go to it, and you're in like a different part of the house. And so at night, I've been using this room. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this color, and I'm gonna come in here, and I'm just gonna make some little flowers. Okay, so here's the catch to make sure that you don't make a bunch of mud. Every time you dip your palette knife in that light yellow and you put it on the painting, let me come down just a little bit so y'all can see a little better. When you put it down on the painting, you have to take your palette knife and clean it completely off before you try to add some more paint, because the paint is wet, and my palette knife is also picking up the green that's wet. So see how my palette knife now, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I have green and yellow on my palette knife, and I don't want to start making a bunch of mud, so I'm gonna clean my palette knife off all the way. And I'm going to dig deep into some more paint. And I'm going to come and put another little flower. Clean the palette knife off. Get some more paint. Put another little flower. I think I want them even lighter. What do y'all think? I'm thinking I need them even lighter. So I'm going to add just a little bit more white, because I want my flowers even lighter. Maybe even on the white side instead of the yellow side. I'm going to put one right here. And clean off the palette knife. Grab some more paint. Put a little one right here. I'm just making like a little, I don't know, like a little pom-pom, I guess. Is that a word?
A pom-pom?
A pom-pom? Is it pom-pom or pom-pom? Have you ever heard of a pom-pom? Like, you know, cheerleaders have pom-poms.
Pom-pom?
That's what I say. It's like a little pom-pom. Like a little pom-pom on the top of a hat.
A pom-pom? You talking about like when someone wears a knit hat, that little fuzzy, that little cushy thing on top?
I always said pom-pom.
What is happening?
I was not a cheerleader, by the way. Can you tell?
I think it's how you're saying it, a pom-pom. You got a pom-pom?
It's a pom-pom.
That's a new word.
Pom-pom. How you spell pom-pom?
Nadine says pom.
Paw, grandpa.
Oh, I said pom-pom. I said pom-pom. Oh, pom-pom.
I think it's French.
Oh, no. Let's move it. What is a pom?
No, there's no M in it. It's pom-pom.
A pom-pom is a small woolen ball attached to a garment, especially a hat for decoration.
How do they spell it?
Or it's a large round cluster of brightly colored streamers waved in pairs by cheerleaders. It's POM, POM, and you ready for this?
That's pom-pom.
Hold on, you ready for this? Pom-pom.
Pom-pom. A pom-pom.
Pom-pom.
I think my mama taught me wrong how to pronounce pom-pom. Pom-pom. Pom-pom.
Pom-pom.
Okay, anyway, I'm making little pom-poms right here.
What is going on? I think Nadine's got it right. A pom-pom.
I think something is in my coffee. I promise you it's just coffee. Look, and I'm drinking it. It's really good. It's got creamer in it, but it's not spiked creamer. I just took another sip. All right, I need to fix right here. I don't like this area. I'm gonna put a little flower right there. Dots sounds awesome. Okay.
April Moody says, where are you from?
Louisiana. Born and raised, Southern Louisiana gal.
South Louisiana.
South Louisiana on the bayou. So that's probably why y'all are hearing my accent. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of black on the edge of my palette knife, like this. And I'm just gonna make some little, I don't wanna use a paintbrush at all. So I'm gonna kind of pull my palette knife and make some little. Or are they making fun of me?
Connie said, I had my earphones in watching while doing dishes, and I started talking to you and laughing out loud. My family thought I had finally snapped.
If you hang around me long enough, Connie, we all snapped.
No Baileys in the coffee, I promise.
No Baileys, nope, none. Okay. How are we doing here? I'm gonna take a step back.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you. I'm a little hesitant, but it's coming along. I'm just kind of adding a little bit more color to my pumpkins. Just trying to give them a little more pizzazz. And I'm really trying I picked up the paintbrush once already and I put it back down because I was like, oh, I need a paintbrush right here. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not using a paintbrush on this painting. I'm just going to do a palette knife. I'm trying to give it a little more color. And I'm actually just kind of mixing just so they're not so, like, all I saw was just like this big blue blob right here and this big white blob. And I'm just trying to mix them up in there a little bit. Okay. And we have a question. What's the question?
What color are you using to spread on the pumpkins?
It is a mixture of all of the colors that I have. So I have a a blue, a white, and a gold. And so on the blue pumpkin, I took some of the gold, the yellow ochre, and the white, and I just kind of mixed a little bit of that. On the white pumpkin, I took a little bit of blue and a little bit of the gold. Oops, here we go again. Hang on.
Looks good for me.
Oh, it went off on my end. Is it still on?
Yeah. Mine never messed up.
Really?
Oh,
There it
I'm a
goes.
little behind.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, here we go again. Sorry about that. Just a little click, and it comes back on. And the gold pumpkin has a little bit of blue and a little bit of white in it. Okay. All right, now I'm going to try the bird. But the bird is going to have to be off to the side a little bit more. I'm going to make like a little branch because that pumpkin, he's not going to be able to sit on the pumpkin because of the way I have the end of the stem. I put that stem there. So I'm going to make a branch. I'm actually going to make that branch come like it's coming all the way across. And I'm going to make another branch up here just because I feel like it needs something. So I'm adding this is going to be a big branch. What's wrong?
Tracy says, "Can you make those commercials a little longer so I can get a snack?"
All right, so we're making a couple of little branches. That's going to be a part of the background, and then I'm going to make that branch. I just feel like it needs something. It needs a little bit more of something that's not there. And so I'm just kind of adding some fun little branch right there. Okay, so my bird's going to go up here. Let me clean my palette knife off. And I'm going to start with some black and white. Actually, black and a little bit of white. And I'm going to put my bird right here. And this is when I'm going to change to a smaller palette knife, which is going to be this one. Okay, this little pointed one. And I'm going to work on my bird. So this is going to be the round part of the bird. And then his head is going to be all the way up here. I've actually never painted a bird with a palette knife, so this is very interesting.
Bird choices?
Yeah. We're going to make his breast more yellow. And we're going to give him some blue. Of course, you know we need to give him some blue. So up here, he's going to have some blue, like almost like a bluebird.
Got you, Marianne.
Daddy, they can't hear you.
Got you, Marianne. We got you, Robin.
Now remember, our tribe is closing tomorrow for the year. And it will not reopen again until next spring.
Oh, next spring. Okay.
Well, I haven't even really decided when it's going to reopen because my members, I'm pretty full right now. So, yeah.
Tim, what color is the base of the bird?
Right, like down here. Okay, so it's gray. It's black and white. So I'm still using the same colors that's been on my palette all day. All night, which is it's gray and black and white and the yellow ochre and then the blue, the same blue as well, and then a little bit of white. So it's kind of a mixture, really. And I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit more and let y'all see him because, like I said, I've never painted a palette knife bird before. So y'all are watching me in real time try to figure this out on my own. And I'm gonna add a little bit of white.
Tracy, Diane, I got you.
And I'm gonna take just a teeny, I'm gonna see if this will work. I'm gonna take just a teeny, no, my paint's too wet. I wanna take just a teeny drop of white on his eye, but I have to let the black dry first.
Marianne thinks the bird is fantastic.
Trying to get a little tip of white on his eye, and I'm not able to get it yet because my paint's too wet.
Got you, Robin.
I'm gonna put,
What about the tail?
oh yeah. Thank you. He doesn't have a tail, does he? All right, so let me make a tail.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bluebird, y'all. I just decided. Doesn't it look like a bluebird? Got a blue tail.
They love it. Carefully
Tail.
watch the consistency of the feathers.
Yeah, isn't it cute? I've never done this before. I'm kind of excited. It looks pretty good. All right, so let's make his the branch come out in front of him again. Just a little bit. Because I kind of covered up the branch when I made the tail. I'm gonna add just a little bit of black around there. This is actually very challenging. But that's what we do in our tribe.
Mm-hmm.
We take challenges. Oops, don't do that. I just dropped the whole palette knife on the painting. We take challenges and we learn together, and we just have a lot of fun. So our tribe is, look how cute he is. Our tribe is open right now. It is $29 a month. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm trying to fix this a little bit. I'm gonna put some leaves up here. Our tribe is $29 a month. It is over 200 painting tutorials are already in the tribe, y'all. Nobody offers that. I just want y'all to know that. There is an acrylic 101 course that's in the tribe library. There is access to woodworking tutorials, and by woodworking tutorials, I mean like framing tutorials, how to make pallet boards. We have, what else do we have, baby? Y'all help me out. What else do we have in the tribe? I'm just adding some leaves, y'all. I'm adding just a little bit more.
Art from anywhere from seasonal to holiday specials, free access to pop-up paint parties if you're a tribe member.
It's over like $6,000 worth of stuff for $29 a month. It's like a Netflix of painting tutorials for as long as you can think. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And if you're a tribe member, you get access to everything that I've ever done. Nothing is held back. The doors are wide open for y'all. You get everything from the mini tribe. You get everything from the pop-up paint parties. You just get everything.
Canva, selling tutorials.
Yes.
Thank you, Wilson.
I kind of forget what we offer because we offer so much, you know?
Oh,
So-
I'm sorry.
Is that cool?
That is cool.
You can take it. I'm almost done. And so yeah, it just goes on and on and on, and I think we are about done. I'm not crazy about this area down here, so I'm still working on it. Let me show y'all. I have a little bit of paint left on my palette, and I'm trying to use it up.
You told them how much again? $29
Yeah,
a
it's
month?
$29 a month
Or $300 a year.
or $300 a year,
Equates
which
to
comes out to $25 a month, and it's just an awesome deal. Hey babe, can I call you back? I'm on a live. Okay, 5 minutes. Right, later. That was my son. Excuse me.
Cindy, $29 a month, but we paint 4 paintings a month.
Yes, we paint 4 paintings a month, and you have access to all of the previous. This has been in existence for since February 2020. So you have access to all of the previous 2.5 years worth of paintings that we've already done. There is we call it an online classroom, and there's a website where all of those tutorials are housed. Plus, they're all in the private Facebook group as well. But you know how difficult it is to find stuff in the private Facebook group. So we created a hub where you have access to all of the previous tutorials just by logging in and just going in and viewing everything. So I just wanted to share that with you. Most of our paintings are done with paint brushes, not with palette knives, but every once in a while we we use palette knives in almost every one of our paintings. But most of the paintings are done with paint brushes and acrylic paints. No particular paints. There's an acrylic 101 course that's attached to the access to the actual library or the online classroom, and it goes through everything. It goes through what kind of paints, different levels of paints that you can paint with, different types of paint brushes, palette knives, mediums. It goes through all of that kind of stuff. It goes through how to find inspiration, how to make templates, which you have templates are provided for almost every painting that we do.
Okay.
So, okay,
How does
Michael.
someone sign up?
Oh, okay.
And is this the last night?
No.
And, wait a And while you're putting that www
I can't
address-
put it. I can't put it.
Okay, I'll put it. Look, if you're unsure, then that's cool. Check out all the other online painting tutorials. You'll see,
Mhm.
compared to what we offer, that we believe that what we offer is the very best. And the reason we believe that is because this is by no accident that we're doing this. It's no accident that you're here today. All of this is directed. We paint, we pray, we praise, we assist one another in all types of avenues of life. If you don't want to join, great. Stick around till next year. You can come back for another live. But this is what we do. So it's www what again?
JensdenArt.com/tribe. I'm sure Cindy probably, if Cindy is still there. Yeah, she already put it in there. Thank you, Cindy.
I was right behind her.
Michael and Cindy are always in competition.
And when does the
And
tribe
Cindy usually wins.
close? When does the tribe close?
The tribe closes tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at midnight. Y'all, I'm still painting. I'm like, oh, I don't like it. I need to do this. I need to do that. So, all right, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Oops, my camera went out again. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. And you see, I have paint all over my face. And it was a great, enjoyable night. And we will see you all again soon. Remember, we'll be back for more fun. Tomorrow, I am going to take you all through. I'm going to let you see the online classroom and see what it's all about as well. So make sure you come back and watch. We will see you all soon. And Michael has something to say before we get off.
I did.
Come on over here.
Hey guys. So again, we're glad that you were here tonight, and we hope that you do join. And if you don't, then that's okay. But I do want to give you something, a parting something. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 through 7. There are a lot of prayer requests and a lot of people hurting that we know, including us. So do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Wow, what a promise. And God doesn't break promises.
Amen.
Right on. We love you guys.
Thank you, Michael.
All righty.
Good night. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.